What's going on? Is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Just came from gassing up the G-Mobile and just got some water. I'm about to go and stream on after hours, but I want to tap in with y'all real quick and have this quick conversation because it's a lot of people that's really bothered by the fact that I'm even still relevant on the internet. Not only relevant, but I'm growing. And that bothers them. You know why it bothers them? Because it's actually saying that it's a message that needs to be conveyed back to men, that we need to get back to the core of what we do and the order of things. And the order of things is that men's word used to mean something. It used to be meaningful when we said something because people cared and it was relevant. And what we said matters. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, I'm getting messages from, it's crazy because it's almost like when it rains, it pours. Obviously, I've been getting messages from single baby mamas and women in general, but that's not the end of it. I've also been getting some visibility, and maybe it's just because I got the Millionaire Morning Show and I talk about things that may be a little bit controversial as far as where the money goes. And you know, when you start talking about the money, that's a whole different conversation. You talking about different politicians and the migrant crisis. And I even got messages over this weekend where it was like, yo, Anton, such and such and such and such is watching your platform. Like from people that's tied to people, but they don't want to contact me directly because they can't get me any pre-planned questions in order for me to answer, right? Listen to this. It's politicians that now want to come on a platform because they want to do interference, but they don't want to come on a platform unless I can give them pre-planned questions and guarantee that I won't go outside of the scope of what they deem necessary of what they want to talk about. So they want me to only talk to you about a certain thing. They don't even want me to be able to give my full thoughts or ask the questions that's meaningful to you guys. And because I won't accept that, because I don't need them, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do regardless, now that's a problem. Do you hear what I'm saying? Listen, I don't think you understand the relevance and the importance of what I'm telling you right now. Is that they want me to shut up and dribble. Because they realize that, wait a minute, this guy got motion. He got real motion from people that actually resonate with what he's talking about. It ain't just no superficial shit. Like, he got real people that rock with him and follow him and holding him down. And so maybe you becoming a threat. There's no bigger threat to anything in society, especially from a disruption perspective, than a guy that is educated, a man that is educated, informed, not controlled, is not on code, and actually stand up for what's right, especially when you godly, especially when you spiritual, especially when you married. And the fact that they can't discredit me based off of the things that they usually used to, like, for example, right? They don't mind somebody that got a felony or something like that because it's easy to just come back and say, well, no, this dude is trash. And so y'all just gotta, you don't want to hear him. Or it's easy to discredit a guy or dig back into him and say, well, you know what I'm saying? Where he really a single baby dad or he got illegitimate kids or any of that type of stuff, right? But when you just straight up can tell the truth, you're not controlled by anything, you're not worried about losing no job or nothing like that, you then become one of the biggest threats ever. And even when I'm having these conversations on these platforms, especially when it comes to relationships, they want me to be quiet about relationships because it's profitable for you to be in duress. Don't you understand that the family court system is supported by an entire generation and another generation of people that continue to make bad decisions by aligning themselves with people that's not going in the direction that they're going in? See, it behooves you to actually align yourself with people that you're rocking out with because what? They don't get to make as much money as a result of it, right? But when dysfunction is financially, is profitable. Dysfunction is profitable. So if your family is in shambles, think about it from a healthcare perspective, right? They're not looking to fix you. They're just looking to sell you something that'll keep you along on this journey of this medicine because there's no money in the cure. It's only money in treating the symptoms, right? So if you stay sick, but then that means that you're still a consumer. So not only are you supporting the healthcare industry, but you can also continue to buy this trash ass food. And if you're not doing the thing that's responsible to you, see, listen, if I come in here and I buy water, right, then you know how many people are affected from a job perspective, or you know what I'm saying, with this society that's not going to be able to profit off of my dysfunction. And so, you know, even though I don't speak about certain things, I speak about the things that I know and the things that I'm an expert at. And one thing that I'm an expert at is the importance of being financially responsible. The second thing that I'm an expert at is being successfully married. The third, speaking my mind and telling the truth because I'm spiritually sound. And that bothers people. Look, it don't matter what your credentials are at this point. For me personally, it don't. It don't matter what your credentials are, because regardless of the fact that I hold both men and women accountable, they don't say you're a male basher. They say you're a woman basher. Why? Because it doesn't fit in the narrative and it makes them feel a certain way. It don't matter about the facts. It don't matter that you're getting people married. It don't matter that you're actually a reflection of the thing that you advocate for. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is how you feel. And so unless you pander to women, look, we got people that's been stealing from the community since the beginning of time, and it's not overt, right? They have been saying that they're going to open up this community center or do this thing for you, and the only thing you got to do is continue to give your money, right? And they can operate and say some of the most foul shit ever, but they're allowed to continue to operate. You know why? Because they understand that they are needed in order to keep you dysfunctional so that you remain profitable to a system that's not built for you to be successful, right? But see, if somebody comes like me and I say, listen, I don't need shit from you because I already got mine. And so the best way for you to show me that you love me is by showing you that you love you, but hold yourself responsible, because good character goes along with being financially successful, because your money can't keep you in a direction where your talent is taking you. It's the character that's going to carry you. And so you need to go back with your baby daddy. You need to stop looking to say Sierra's prayer. That shit don't fly. It don't even sound sexy. That's just straight up truth. It ain't that I'm saying it no special way. It ain't that there's nothing awesome about it. That's just straight up real talk, goddamn truth. And people hate it. They hate that I'm saying that. And, you know, for you to be spiritual and holding it down and not have any kind of divorces, or your family ain't all drugged up and stuff like that, man, there ain't no money in that. People love to leapfrog off of and hold hands and kumbaya with other people that's dysfunctional. It's profitable. It's so much money in it. So they're going to dedicate themselves to trying to shut you the fuck up. And I'm going to continue to do what I do. Because unlike them, they don't realize that I don't answer to nobody but God. I don't answer to a wife. I don't answer to my kid. It's a hierarchy to that shit. Nigga, complaints go up, not down. Complaints go up. They come to me. My daughter go to my wife. My wife comes to me. My employees come to me. I go to God. That's it. That's the only person that I'm going to answer to. And when I pray and I have my conversations with God and I say that I'm thankful for what it is that you've blessed me with, what is it that I need to do going forward? Because I don't ask for nothing. I understand that seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything else will be added unto you. I ain't worried about shit. If God didn't ordain it for me to say it, or if God didn't tell me that I need to do something differently, then fuck you. I'm going to do what I do when I want to do it, and I'm going to move according to when I want to move, and it ain't up to you. I've been groomed for this. My whole life has prepared me for this. And so while I have it, you better believe that I'm going to change as many motherfuckers' lives for the positive as possible. And you just so happen to be the one to watch this. So understand this. It's going to keep getting bigger, and we're going to keep on rocking out, and we're going to do the Lord's work. And however the shoe falls, that's what we're going to wear. But we rocking out. Listen, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm about to go over to go to after hours, and we're going to live stream that. I just had to make sure that I get some gas for the Porsche, because it's my chick's car. And then I already did my daughter's car earlier. So they don't like that shit. Functioning family, they don't like that shit. Listen, I love you. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to see y'all on after hours tonight. We're going to get it popping.